In November 2025, we traveled with a group from the NGO of the Luxembourg Young Farmers and Rural Youth to discover Benin. Our goal was to identify new projects for our NGO and to gain an insight into what life is like for people there.
Bei mir ist op der Reise Marie-Claude, Vizepräsidentin, und Jacqueline als chargée de projet.
Benin is a country in West Africa, located between Togo, Nigeria, and Burkina Faso. It has around 13 million inhabitants, most of whom live in the south along the coast. Benin's economy depends heavily on the export of cotton and palm oil, but a large part of the population lives from subsistence farming, and many small producers still have limited resources and limited support. Despite recent economic growth, Benin remains one of the poorest countries in the world. Around 50% of its population lives in absolute poverty. For our NGO, Benin is particularly interesting because development in rural areas remains a major challenge, one where our expertise can genuinely make a difference. As an NGO, we always work together with local partners. They know best what people on the ground need, and they have the network required to implement projects effectively. On this mission, our goal was to get to know 2 new potential partners and determine whether a future collaboration might be possible. I asked Marie-Claude Marx, Vice President of the NGO, what she's expecting from this trip.
Ich bin am Komitee ein bisschen mehr lang wie 20 Jahre und das für mich die allererste Kehr, dass ich mit der ONG auf den Terrain gehe, wo ich mich besonders darauf freue, dass eben für Bauern, die sogenannten Petit Producteurs, wie wir sie nennen, für die zu begegnen, die sich dann beneficiären sie von allen Aktivitäten, die wir hier machen. Voilà, ich freue mich einfach für sie, Terrain zu begegnen.
And for Jacqueline Monville, the NGO's project manager, Benin is also a new target country.
Ob für den Arbeit, das sind neue Projekte, neue Partner zu begegnen, neue Ideen zu kreieren, für Projekte, für interessante Projekte zu machen, an Sachen, die ganz neidisch sind und her. Persönlich, das auch ein neues Land zu entdecken, weil ich war nie am Benin und ich bin wirklich gespannt, wie du lebst und was sind die Unterschiede mit der Burkina.
When selecting partners, we pay particular attention to ensuring that their values align with ours, that they operate transparently, and that they are well rooted locally. To assess this, we hold discussions with them to understand their strategy and visit projects that they have already carried out. It is also about understanding what is truly needed and where we, as an NGO, can create long-term added value. On this trip, we met 2 organizations that are active in rural development, exactly the field our NGO specializes in. One organization focuses on strengthening the role of the women in their communities through agriculture, and the other represents young farmers very similar to the Luxembourg Young Farmers and Rural Youth. During a visit with the women of Savalou, we were shown how they produce biochar, and during a second visit we were able to exchange with a cooperative that works together to process their cassava more effectively. It was impressive to see the motivation with which these women organize themselves despite their limited means. With the young farmers, we had the opportunity to attend a committee meeting of their regional group in Ketu. It was very interesting to see that the issues they discuss are quite similar to those in Luxembourg. Mentoring is also among their key activities, helping young farmers get their farms up and running. We were shown a particularly strong example of this. This mission showed us how much potential this country holds and how important it is to support local initiatives. Overall, we had very promising meetings with motivated and well-connected organizations. We also discovered a dynamic and welcoming country, one we look forward to visiting again soon.
Hi, I'm totally different. zu wieder. Und der Philipp, den ist ganz courageous. Und hier hat sich schon getraut, der Peter auf so einen
Yorùbá